Hey, what's up everybody? Route 75 here. So I wanted to show you something that I think is critical this time of the year. So let's start this way. A happy belated Thanksgiving to everybody. I hope that you all are being safe during this time pandemic, but it is a great day still. And as I said before, I hope that you and your loved ones are safe, and my condolences to anyone who may have lost loved ones during this time. So I wanted to talk about something I think is very necessary, and that is to have an emergency Christmas kit. I call this my QRF, my Quick Reactionary Force. If something goes wrong with my show, because I'm going to run it from Thanksgiving night through the first weekend or so of January, that's a lot of days for an opportunity to happen. So I want to go over some of the items that I have here. I'm going to start with what I think is the most important. If your PC were to go down, you are dead out of the water. So I highly recommend that you get some type of a backup disk and put your show on a disk. It will save your life by doing that. You simply just reload your software on your new hard drive or whatever, and then download the show. Boom, you're back in business. And then I have backup bulbs and backup pixels. If any pixel were to go out, I can just go out there, snip it, cut it out, and then put in a replacement pixel on that one. And this is a WS2811, and I have some bullets out there, so it will get me through the season, and then I'll do a complete repair or replacement after the season. You gotta have, so I have remotes for my soldiers that are out there that flank either side of the door, and so I want to turn those off or on depending on how the show is going. And after the show, I definitely want to turn them on so there's light on the property. And so I have batteries in there. I put fresh new 2032. I think that's like a CX 2032 in the remote. It's ready to go. And I also have a backup battery in the event that something happens. And I have backup remotes in the event that something should go. And I take all my batteries out so that they don't continue to drain during the off season. I've had these batteries for maybe 5 years, and they're just holding strong because I take them out every year. Okay. Next, I have keys to my box. If any one of my AC boxes go out, and I do lock mine, I don't want to have to go and look for the keys. I keep them in the emergency kit bag. I got screws, and I have my little screwdriver for the pixel. What do you call those things? That's where the pixels snap in. And so I have my little screwdriver. I have a pen. I have more ACs. These are the cool whites I just purchased for the trees. I got my tie down. This is a 550 cord. We call it in the Army for my matrix. So if the wind starts to blow, it gets really windy out where I live. If the wind starts to blow and I start losing something or whatever would happen, I have my 550 cord. I have Brett ties, what I call them, but they're just, the little ties, twisty ties. You got to have some of those. These clips, I don't expect that anything would come off, but I do have a clip ready to go if something should break. I don't know what would force me. So if I'm out there replacing one of the pixels and I pop off the prop, these could snap. So I have one ready to go with a screw, or I'll use the existing screws. I got some nut wires here. In the event I need to do something, because I made some extension cords and I taped them up real good, and I have nut wires on them. But if I had to do anything, I have wires available, because again, I just want to get the show going for that night, and the very next day I will fix it. Fuses. Can't stress enough that you got to have fuses to your pixel boxes. And then my tools. Here is just a Ziploc bag. It says emergency kit on it, and my wires. Okay, if a box or I lose power, I have to go out there and reprogram my dumb nose that runs the new floods that I purchased. And I've already had to do that twice. So every time I lose power, what happened was a squirrel, they run alongside, you can't see it from here, they run alongside my fence, and they decided that the cabling was delicious, and he chewed through one of the cables. And I said, well, I was getting ready for last night's Thanksgiving go live, and I noticed that my floods weren't on. I got power, I had data coming in, I had a solid red light, but then there was no data going out, and I checked between the two boxes, and sure enough, they had eaten the cord. So I have these items ready to go so that I can go into my utility hardware and reprogram that box instantly. And then just other little knickknacks. So that's the essentials that I need for my kit. You might need something more, something different, something other. Highly, highly recommend that you back up your system, turn off your Wi-Fi, and turn off like updates, those type of things. The Wi-Fi will not allow any updates to come through. And then like McAfee, those antivirus things like to update, and you don't want your show going off or the computer rebooting itself. So turn those off. That's another part of your emergency kit. Okay, I think I have everything. Again, your kit might look different, but you're going to need tape, and you're going to need scissors, and you're going to need some extra bulbs, and you're going to need maybe a box of your mini incandescents. Put your kit together so that if it becomes 5 o'clock, 4 o'clock, and you're ready to start your show, and something isn't working, you can limp through the night by having a good kit. Okay, I thought I would share something that I've done, and I started last night, Thanksgiving 2020. The show was amazing, and I had more traffic than I thought I ever would. We uploaded on the Nextdoor app, and people came out in droves. So I live on a cul-de-sac, and at one time I counted 9 cars parked waiting to get to the show. So it was amazing. Okay, that's all I have for you. As always, thanks, and like and subscribe. Ralph's Family 5, we out.